AIDS right now. I'm struggling.
And we're on.
Main thing is you're here.
AIDS right now. I'm barely.
And we're on.
Whoop, whoop, whoop,
I get it. I can turn into a bear.
I can put my Twitch must unmute automatically whenever you open it.
Yeah, good for the audios.
Audio is working, I think.
Yes, indeed. All right.
Did you actually want us to change our names on this?
Just yours.
Yeah, no,
Nah, you don't need to.
you don't need to.
You don't actually, because
So-
I cropped them out.
Oh, that looks fine.
Well, don't worry about it.
I just cropped your head out as well, Rob.
Oh, that's good.
All right.
Didn't fit the
Welcome
screen.
everybody. Welcome everybody to Dragon Brew. I am Drags of Cats, and we are playing Horde of the Dragon Queen. Previously on our game, our lovely heroes, since we're bringing you a special morning edition here in Australia. Previously, our heroes had finally gotten their revenge on the Cult of the Dragon, facing off against a whole bunch of cultists, going up against Mondarth, and slaying the Dragonborn Lang de Rosa Signwrath, who had taken the life of Belvin's and Sandstorm's mother. A few items were picked up along the way: a golden ring with a sapphire in it, a string of pearl necklaces, a necklace with sapphires around it, and also a kite shield, which had draconic scales and talons laid over the top of it, and giant black horns lining the sides. At this point, the party had come into this chamber where there was this monstrous five-headed dragon, this statue of it that looked like it was erupting out of a carved volcano with chiseled out dragons surrounding the area. The party decided to take a rest in this little cavern. So it's still surrounded by a few dead bodies laying on the northern entrance, and from the eastern staircase, they heard a as the sound echoed and reverberated through the cavern towards them. The party has stopped for a short rest. How do you guys do?
We having a short or a long rest?
Hard.
It was a short rest.
Okay. So we use our hit dice then.
Can anyone heal me up, please?
Oh yeah.
That's
Oh,
nice.
I'm at full health.
All right, pretty good.
How many hit dice do we have?
You have your level
3.
for that.
We have 3.
So what do I get? So I get 4 spell points
Oh,
back for a short
fuck.
rest.
Wow.
Yep,
All right,
back.
so that's pretty good.
Nice.
Do I need to do anything?
I don't think you took damage.
No, you didn't take any damage last game, but I did use some of your spell slots.
Some used all of them.
Yeah, well,
Was a big boss.
probably
battle.
saved our
We need-
lives.
Yeah,
But
we
you-
need you.
But you still have all your wild shape abilities.
I'm pretty sure he did save Brad's life. Brad was dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brad was
So-
going to die if it wasn't for you. But I'll say just for fairness, and as a very kind DM, I'm going to give you 2 first level spell slots.
Yeah. That's all I really wanted in the end.
Just 2
Oh,
first
there you
level
go.
spell slots.
So there you go.
Did you put the?
We don't have
did
our
you put
temporary
the,
hit points.
The loot
I
somewhere.
don't need to roll a hit dice, do I?
Nah, you're full HP.
Yeah, you're on full HP.
So we're back to our normal hit points.
Yeah, if your hit dice equaled up to your max HP, then yes.
Did you
what
put the
you
loot
guys-
somewhere? I thought you made a list of it.
Yeah, I thought I did too.
Maybe it was on Facebook.
I think it was on Facebook. But you guys, more more or less achieved, claiming. What was it?
It doesn't really matter right now, as long as
Yeah,
someone's
no.
keeping track of it all, which is probably Carl.
Oh, so you guys got the gold gem,
Probably not.
the gold ring with the blue gem in it. 10 polished precious stones of different varieties. So you and Sandstorm values them at about $100 each. You got the sapphire necklace, the string of pearls, the purple gem pin with bronze embroidery with 3 claw marks over it.
Yeah, I got that.
And you have 1 remaining potion of acid breath.
Yep.
And you have the map and paperwork that was on Mondaf's desks.
I copied it. I got the stuff on Facebook and copied it onto my treasure sheet on my sheet, just to keep track of it.
Oh, good. Over that course of that hour, Belvin, even though you've previously, in the previous game, as the minutes just passed, you still feel the same kind of feelings come from that shield on your back. But you also, just holding that pin that you took, you realize that it too, that pin, has a source of archaic energy to it. There's
Gonna
a
have to get this pin looked at.
Erectile issues?
Wonderful. Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna show it to Casimir and be like, can you sense anything from this pin?
Make an Arcana check.
No, I can't.
You do sense the same
Thanks, Dick.
magical presence, but you can't pinpoint it. You might need to get Teag to identify it.
A better wizard could check it.
But pretty much, while you've been sitting here waiting for your alarm spell to go off and hearing a click, click, click from down in the eastern chamber, you're a little distracted at this time, as some foul memories from when you were here in the past, your very young, your young age as a boy, has begun to surface, and you think back to the time down that flight of stairs to the east into that cavern, where you remember being in a cold, humid, damp cave behind iron bars as you sit manacled to the cave wall about 10 feet away from you, also chained up, but laying on the floor, unconscious and bloodied, is your mother. Still alive, you know, but tortured from previous encounters with this same kind of menacing cultists. Stepping into the cold cave from the west, well, to your left, are two of them, dressed in green robes, old and frayed with leather armor underneath, and wearing white dragon skull masks on their faces. Between them, they carry a red-skinned tiefling with painted runes engraved on his skin. They drop him on the floor at the wall, open up the cage door, drag him in by the feet, and drop him about 30 feet to your right from that entrance, and latch manacles onto his wrists, face down on the stone floor. You can smell blood, hot and fresh blood, leaks under the white sigils out onto the floor that covers his body. You then hear footsteps as coming into the cavern is an elderly man. Casimir, you know this to be the leader of these cultists. Everyone shows him the dearest of respect. Everything he says is followed. And as this elderly cultist with his grey and bronze robes comes in, following to his side is a young man. You see at least mid-20s. In very, very fine and a lot newer, a lot more well-made, very recently purchased grey and bronze robe. It looks like an upgrade compared to the others. You've never seen such fine silks in your life as this young man follows in this elder. And then they begin to whisper between each other. Make a perception check.
Yeah?
You hear, as you're still in just subconscious, you look up and just focus most of your hate staring at them. You hear the old man say, "Their blood serves well in the mix, but we need wait for the night scale to reach a few more years before he is ready for the brew." To which the young man replies to his side, "That is too long. Severin's ideology is beginning to catch on. Members in the red cell are coming around to his ways of thinking. Keep working on more efficient mixes, and I'll continue to finance the supplies, the muscle, and the research. If you believe yourself close to a brew, that will suffice. Have Resmir contact me." And with that, the elderly man gives a small bow. "Of course, Lord T. It shall be done." He then calls out, "Resmir!" At this point, the two cultists that dropped the other tiefling into the cage have moved outside the cage, locked the door, and moved to the old man's side. As the elder's call echoes through the cave, they show each other, the old and young man exchange a few notes on a scroll as they pull it out, looking at it. After a couple of minutes, a young girl, if you think in her late teens, raven black hair, and face as pure and beautiful as any you've ever seen, enters. Comes and kneels before them both. Bit of a panic, bit flustered. "Yes, Master. How can I serve you? How can I serve you and Master Tiberius?" At that point, the young man grabs her by the collar, lifts her up, pushes her up against the cavern wall, and backhands her with his palm, well, with his hand, and aggressively gets in her face. "You may know the Lady D, but you shall always refer to me by title alone. Know your place as an alchemist, Resmir Shalshir." He then pulls her up and throws her down onto the ground, and shoulders past a few of the guards as he walks out of the cavern. The elder coughs and stares down at her as she hangs her head in shame. He shakes his head and he follows the rough young man along out of the cavern. You then begin to hear the as you snap back to reality. The memory passes. You hear from the next cavern where you were held all those years ago, placed before you.
So was it Lord Tiberius' Resmir's actual name? Is that what he's saying? His title was Resmere?
No, he was saying. She said
Lord Tiberius?
how. Yeah, she said, "How may I serve you and Master Tiberius?" As she said that to the elderly man, and then the young man picked her up, and said, "You may know the Lady D, but you shall always refer to me by title alone. Know your place, Resmir Shearshal."
Wait, so
So he said that to the beautiful black-haired girl.
so the girl was Resmere.
Correct.
Okay. Cool.
While Casimir has been zoning out for about 15 minutes, what does everyone else do? Ikram, you've been pretty out of it, seeing your young little friend back in this horrible place for a third time. You know that you are close to the original place to where you found him and saved him.
Hello.
Well, I think we need to find out what's making this screeches noises down these stairs.
Sorry, is that
Yeah.
dragon thing in the corner? Is that dead or what is that?
Yeah, it's a live
That
dragon.
is
Statue.
that is a
Yeah.
statue.
Go fight it if you wish.
Okay.
Don't lose a
I
fight
would
against the
defeat
statue.
I'm just trying to address the elephant in the room or the dragon in the room.
Yeah.
We thank you. As you snap me back into reality.
How is no one saying this?
There's a 5-headed dragon there, guys. Did you know that? Holy shit.
Oh shit, we
There's
just
a-
slept right next to it.
Oh, no.
Like staring at this dragon, being like, "Can no one see this?"
Nah, you're just on your buddy. What is it? Your bark.
Herbs.
Bark doing that. Which direction was the audio? Not the audio. The
The audio,
Coming
Which
down,
direction was the sound?
the sound waves.
coming down the little stone staircase.
Everything above, I said it was correct, but this a bit stupid. Okay.
Hello, Queenans. How
I
are you
might
today?
We all go.
Should I creep in first? You reckon, Belvin?
I mean,
I'll do a sneak.
you do what you do best.
I'll do a sneak scout on all fours.
Okay.
Wow.
As you begin to head down into this mainly dark, very, very, very warm now corridor, you open yourself up into a cavern. You can see
Ooh.
that to your left, well, to your right actually, rough-hewed, hastily made cage walls, iron walls, iron bars and such.
Okay.
There seems to be about halfway into the room a natural staircase that has been formed. Surrounding that staircase is the same sort of cage that descends down. You can see a lock down at the bottom of it. Make a perception check as well. So you're looking around the area in total. Okay.
We'll have more planes than usual too, because the timing. I have to mute myself.
That's okay. Forgot to do this as well. But yeah. At that point, you see that down beyond the walls, you can see a few natural columns, and you can hear also the whispers of what you believe could be little draconic forms, and you even see one little head just tucked over the edge,
Mm.
given away by its natural horns sticking over and its little snout is you see one kobold sitting on the corner of this ledge, and you guys meet eyes, and he goes, "Boop."
Okay. I found some bastards, guys.
Let's
wanna
get
throw-
'em.
Throw a grenade in there. Can I
as-
have a grenade?
Gotta throw a grenade in there.
Can I shoot my
As
RPG in
you
there?
say that, as you say that,
I'll
You
bring in
see-
the tank.
as you say that, you see a little blinding source of light come from over that ledge towards you.
What?
As this little ceramic container just falls a little bit short from your feet and erupts into red flame. Make an dexterity saving throw. Okay, yeah, you. Okay, that's not too bad. So, with that, you're only going to take, at the very last second, you're able to duck and roll out of the way, only taking 2 points of fire damage as the blast erupts out around you, singeing a little bit of your tail, and it kind of just squirms away and then begins to coil up and wrap underneath around you. At this point, roll initiative as everyone sees that little bit of fire erupt.
He spotted me, guys. Whoops. I thought I was being sneaky.
Fuck.
No, you actually didn't even roll stealth for that.
No, I said I was going through sneaky light at the start there.
Too late.
Didn't hear.
I did say it. Roll back the footage. Roll back the footage. That's the whole reason I went forward first.
It don't matter.
All right. So
We're gonna kill everything here anyway, so
Yeah.
great way to
Well-
come back, Rob.
all right. So who's going to go first? Let's see. Sandstorm, you're up first, man. What are you going to do? These guys are just throwing a fireball.
Fuck you guys.
So I can't see them at all.
Oh, they've ducked their heads down, but you know where they are. Like, they have probably 3/4 cover.
Who's next?
How high is that like little drop?
Where they are, it's just like a 5-foot drop into a natural
Okay.
trench.
I'm going to throw an oil flask at him. I'll get a bit closer, so it's a bit more accurate.
All right, throw away.
Right in the middle of them all. What kind of roll is that?
Roll dexterity.
Okay.
And then add your modifier, which makes that makes that 19. Yes, so you hear it shatter, just not against rock, something a lot more softer. You hear it, and it's just like this. You see him kind of flail about. Roll a d6.
Okay. Oh.
Solid.
And then as the guy's going, "Rah," can I light up a torch and I'll do my bonus action and throw the torch?
Yeah, make that dex check again. Make that roll.
You're savage, mate.
All right, so you see this go flying over in a high arc, just still lit. You see it kind of flickers in and out, but then as it disappears behind the ledge, you see the sudden erupt of light. Just
You try to burn me, now you shall burn.
I'm going to roll for them. And they do poorly. I want you to roll me a d8.
Above average.
You hear the sounds, the screams of these little creatures you know as kobolds, as they're all oh no! After honestly 10 seconds, the flames still burn. The oil's still catching. You can smell the oil used up, but the screams have stopped. Screams has halted entirely.
Okay.
You hear
Did I get him? Can I use the rest of my movement? What movement do I have? 35. So.
you can get pretty much all the way over there.
Can I see over the ledge from here?
Yeah, once you get there, you can see all.
What's going on, guys?
Once you look over, you see all three kobolds just burning alive. Just their small little weak forms just can't handle, just burning from the.
Can't handle the combo.
Yeah,
Hey guys, I got him.
that oil just burns straight through them.
Nice.
Good job, mate.
Thanks, mate. 3 more oil flasks to go. And 8 more torches.
And with that, the fire in that little area lights up the rest of the room quite well.
Anyone hungry? We got some kobold here. Grilled kobold. Come and get your kobold.
All right, so.
Sorry.
You missed out. We got some fresh kobold, freshly grilled.
Oh, you cooked them.
You can get some kebab, or you can whatever you want.
Kobab?
Give me a kebab, baby.
Kebab here. We got a kebab. Got the kobana.
At the Coco Cabana.
Yeah, that's the first thing I thought of.
How'd you cook them all? Did you Molotov them?
I did a combo. I threw an oil flask and then threw a torch on top of them. And I got a
Nice.
good roll each time.
That was a really good roll.
And then they stopped. I heard no sound, so I went and creeped over to have a look, and they're all dead.
And he's brightly lit up this room.
Oh, so
Yeah.
considerate.
No worries, mate.
The nice scent of
Yeah.
burning flesh in the air.
I'm gonna have to stock up or make some like
Cream
what
of
what makes Molotov cocktails? Like, what is that like? Is that a skill?
oil and fire.
I know like the ingredients, but like, can I do it?
Well, yeah, as long as you can find like the right ingredients needed to.
Okay, cool.
More likely, yeah.
I'll do that later.
You just need to like spend the money for the components.
Yeah, so everyone's
Time
pretty
to
much. There's no like much to salvage from these burnt guys now.
No.
I guess.
You see, now most of their clothes are just burnt away. Their skin's beginning to blister. Their poorly made daggers, which is basically
Here,
just steel sharpened, just hangs at their side. You can see these rusted iron poles just extend from the ground like they've been punctured in through the earth, then extend up in spikes towards the ceiling of this 10-foot high ledge that you guys stand on. Below is what looks to be a nice warm